us see what mysteries we have with Jenny LeClue today. Let me remember my controls, which... Okay, X is the magnifying glass, Y is the thing.
Hey! Ah!
Oopsie!
Damn, that's the third time today. Oops. Hi, Jenny. Great job solving that case today. It's really cute the way that you and your mom work together. I wish I was that close with my parents.
Enough chit-chat. Got anything new for me?
Oh, yes. This is the real deal, hot off the press. I haven't had a chance to distribute these yet, so keep them to yourself.
Ada and Jenny belonged to one of the oldest societies in Arthurton. An eclectic band of treasure hunters, collectors, creators, and dealers. Together, they were known as Sticker Club. For generations, Gumboldt students had been hiding and finding stickers all over town. Officially, Jenny was too young to join, but she'd found so many stickers on her own that they'd made her an honorary member.
Uh-huh. And why are you giving me a sticker of the dean's face?
Let's see. Nice crisp edges, rich colors. Very tacky.
Thanks. I spent all week making these.
If only you spend as much time in your schoolwork, you might not be failing my mom's class.
Jenny thought to herself.
It's to celebrate the dean's retirement. I'm super sad that he's leaving, but...
It's a perfect reason to make new stickers.
Exactly. Oh, we're going on an epic sticker hunt before the dean's party. You should join us.
Even if Jenny had wanted to join them,
And I don't.
she knew she'd be stuck with her cousin all weekend.
Thanks, but I work alone.
Oh, okay. See you around, Jenny.
The first rule of Sticker Club. Okay, B is one. Bird? No. Was ist das? Ah. Just a gallery item. Double check, just to be sure. Yep, okay.
Lake Nowhere, 1 mile.
I don't think there's really any else to do here.
Perfect. Hold it right there. Okay, let her go.
Really, Windows, you choose now.
Oh dear.
That was ominous.
Detective for hire. Jenny had saved up the whole summer to place an ad in the local paper, but no one had answered it. Until now. What could this new case be? Her imagination ran wild, picturing the possibilities. And so, after helping her mum at Gumboldt College, she hurried to the pier at Lake Nowhere to rendezvous with her new client and crack another thrilling case.
Anything over here? Nope. If I see it once, I'm going to check the whole screen just to be sure. Though I think it's only usually the one item.
kid! Watch where you're going!
Hey, screw you! Your wrench nearly cracked my head open.
Oh no! It's not damaged, is it? That's my lucky wrench.
Yeah, lucky it didn't kill me. When's this upgrade gonna be finished anyway?
Look, kid, I just go where they tell me. Every night another power surge. Every morning another part of the grid fry. And I'm out here fixing it. Do I get any thanks? No.
What's causing all the outages?
At the moment, a little red-headed girl. Now throw me my wrench, kid.
Looks like I have all the leverage. So tell me, what exactly is taking so long with these repairs? Apart from shoddy workmanship, that is.
Hey, we're busting our butts to keep your lights on. These lines should be lasting for decades, but they're burning out after just a few weeks. It's the strangest thing. Anyway, toss me my wrench. But be careful. It's a family heirloom.
But what could possibly be using that much power?
You're killing me, little girl.
Arthurton's a tiny town. The mines are practically shut down. So what could it be? Surely someone must know.
All I know is I got 3 more jobs today, and I can't finish any of them without my wrench. So, will you please just give it back already?
Fine. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Thanks, kid.
Or, you know, you probably could have climbed down and picked it up in that time. Double checking I didn't miss a prompt. Ooh, gold. That's different. I think I'll get another one if there is something else. A postcard scrap.
As Jenny stepped out of the dark forest, she saw warm sunlight reflecting off the cool lake. And next to that, something even cooler. Keith Stroudsbury.
Come on, Keith! Dance like you beat it!
Not so much grinding.
Oh, Keith, what are you doing?
Not everyone saw it, but to Jenny, there was something special about Keith.
He's just happy being himself.
Nothing seemed to bother him.
Not even having to dance in a costume for $1 an hour.
But Jenny was not so laid back,
Not when it comes to standing up for a friend.
especially her only friend.
Still checking. Restore Keith's dignity.
I think there's been enough dancing for one day, don't you? Hey, Jenny. Hello. Susan. Actually, I prefer Susie. Busy laughing while others earn a living, Susan? Not everyone's got your dad's money, I guess.
Ouch.
Jenny, hi!
Tall and handsome, with intense, mysterious eyes. Cool should have been his middle name, instead of Tarquin. But Keith was so cool, he didn't even mind.
And he has the neck of a giraffe.
I'm just finishing my...
Sure. Don't let me interrupt your work.
My shift ends.
In 15 minutes, I know. I'm early. I'm meeting a client over at the dock. Paid case. Could be big. Real big.
Couldn't be as big as her head.
Wow, that's really...
Impressive? Maybe. All I care about is keeping this town crime-free.
The only crime here is that haircut.
Back in a minute, Keith. I'll have the usual. 6 sugars, a splash of milk, and a dash of cinnamon.
You got it.
Interesting music.
How about now?
Move it to the left a bit.
What's he doing up there?
Not now, kid. We're busy.
Any better?
No, keep going.
Now?
Yes, it's working. Hold it right there.
That's what all the fuss is about?
Not this guy again.
What is that?
Whatever it is, it's not my music. Maybe it's jazz?
Shh! I'm trying to listen.
You shush. I'm the DJ. I'm in charge.
When's this party getting started, boys?
Oh, just a few more minutes.
How are we supposed to dance to this?
I think we're losing them.
Another station must be interfering with the signal.
But there aren't any other stations in Arthurton. Wait! All these wires must be acting as a giant antenna.
Jenny listened closely to the mysterious transmission. It was like no other radio broadcast she'd heard before.
It's like the one we heard in the teaser.
Sorry, I'm trying.
That's just getting worse. You might as well come down.
No, wait! I can almost make out what they're saying.
But just like that, the sound faded away.
What did you do?
That's no use. Come on. We gotta get this equipment back to the AV department by 6.
Jenny was so lost in contemplation, she'd almost forgotten the case at hand.
My client. I'm supposed to meet her at the dock. Danger. No swimming. Sounds safe.
Same
Lake
thing?
nowhere. Totally
Nope.
safe and pollution-free. How do I get this ladder down?
Kick it, of course.
That didn't work.
Okay, hold on. Nope, come on. I was hoping it'd say where the light was under the dock.
Aha! Got you this time, you slippery fella. Ah, shucks. Just another boot.
Excuse me, Mr.
Stop
Hydra.
catching them if you'd stop dropping them in the
my,
lake.
If it isn't little Jenny LeClue. What a glorious day, don't you think?
As far as Jenny was concerned, small talk was like a second pair of underpants. Uncomfortable and completely unnecessary.
But Mom always says, create a good rapport and they'll reveal everything to you.
So she gave it a shot.
How's the fishing?
Oh, the fishing's great, but the catching is bad. All I'm getting are old boots and strange bits of metal. But just look out there, Jenny. She's got that wonderful afternoon glow.
No one knew why the lake glowed at night, and few were brave enough to swim its murky waters. What lay beneath its depths was the stuff of myth and legend.
Somewhere out there lies the giant red herring, or so they say.
But no one's ever caught one.
Red
Sounds fishy to
herring.
me.
Haha.
Well, if she's out there, I'll catch her. Someday.
Great. Well, now that we have a good rapport, where can I find Mrs. Humdrum?
Well, she's down there on the ridge.
only one problem. I think the ladder is broken.
Ah, yes. There's a knack to it. First you shake it, then you kick it, and then you push it.
Sounds unnecessarily complicated.
I'll join you down there in a bit. Just have to sort my tackle out.
Updated. Shit. Pop it. Twist it. Pull it.
Aha! That did the trick. Mrs. Humdrum, I presume?
Oh, hello! You?
I'm the private detective you contacted. Jenny LeClue, at your service. I'm here to solve your case.
Who is it, Dan?
It's Jenny, dear, the LeClue girl. She doesn't see so well without her glasses.
Oh, hello, Jenny. I'm afraid I don't see so well without my glasses.
Nothing wrong with her hearing, though.
What did she say?
I said there's nothing wrong with your hearing, dear.
Oh, no, thank you. I've already eaten.
Oh
I
dear.
believe you have a case for me?
We do. We do.
Great. So what's the trouble? Haunted
Find
by
her-
the ghost of a former lover? Worried you're being poisoned by a mad uncle? Something so dark and gruesome I can't even begin to imagine the horror?
Her glasses.
Well, I've lost my reading glasses.
Oh.
And there it was, a real case. A confounding mystery to challenge Jenny's brilliant mind.
I thought this was finally going to be a good one.
What do you think, Jenny? Can you help?
Sure, Mr. Humdrum. I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
They're going to be in her pocket, aren't they?
Looks freshly blow-dried. A professional job. Your hair looks lovely today, Mrs. Humdrum. Is that a new style?
Thank you. I had it done yesterday. Dan didn't notice.
D-
They call it the Queen's Coif.
Well, it's certainly big.
And expensive.
But I'm worth it, Dan.
Who could put a price on that beautiful head of hair?
You're not so bad yourself, hot stuff.
Gross.
I've never been interrogated before. This is such fun.
Jenny recognized the distinctive indentations left behind by a pair of spectacles.
She must have been wearing them recently. You still have marks from your glasses on the bridge of your nose. You probably lost them within the last day or two.
Oh, I never would have thought of that.
When do you last remember wearing them?
I'm really not sure. Dan?
You had him at your Tuesday book club.
Oh, yes. We're reading 50 Shady Graves. You really are very good.
The best.
How long have you been solving mysteries? But
I'll ask the questions, thank you.
No clue on the cravat? A betting woman, eh?
Jenny had often snuck through the hole in the fence at Grubman's to watch the races. She could understand why the dogs ran so hard. They were chasing the promise of food. What the adults were chasing was less relatable.
I notice you're a gambler, Mrs. Humdrum. You've been at the Greyhound races.
That was yesterday.
We always go to Grubman's on Wednesday.
Interesting.
What's next? Fingerprints? Oh, polygraph test? It's like you're reading my mind.
Do you often carry a pair of binoculars?
She doesn't go anywhere without him.
I presume you don't wear your glasses when you use the binoculars.
No, I can't get my eyes close enough to the eye cups.
I see. Did you take your binoculars with you to the races?
Of course. Those critters are so tiny, I can't keep up without my binoculars.
Interesting.
Have you figured it out yet? The suspense is killing me.
I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
I expect you're finding it difficult to paint without your glasses.
Oh no, I never wear them when I paint. I like to feel the canvas, to interpret the colors.
She's an incredible painter. You should have her paint you.
Thanks, but I don't mix business with pleasure.
I feel like you know more about me than I do.
Hello. Oh. I suppose I should, yeah, quickly look around for gallery items since I'm almost done with the clues. Sticker. Alright, that's probably all of that then. Okay, what? Oh.
That's a large hole. She must have caught it on something. Did you have trouble climbing down the ladder, Mrs. Humdrum?
Why, yes I did. How on earth did you know?
There's a tear in your pants pocket.
Well, what do you know? I didn't realize these pants even had pockets. You are so thorough. Any more questions?
I think I have everything I need to wrap this one up. Where are Gail's glasses? There's a big hole in her pocket, but Gail didn't even know her pants had pockets. So it's unlikely that she would keep her glasses in them.
Nope. Okay. Nope.
No, that's not it. I'm missing something.
Is it the hole in the pocket?
There's a big hole in her pocket, but Gail didn't even know her pants had pockets. So it's unlikely that she would keep her glasses in them.
I'm pretty sure the hair has nothing to do with it. But it's the only thing I have not tried yet.
Gail was at the races last night.
Seriously?
She had to remove her glasses to use the binoculars.
What does the hair have to do with anything?
Gail also had her hair cut recently. It's fluffy and big, and could easily hide a small object.
Oh, for the love of... Are you serious?
Solving a complex mystery like the case of the missing glasses was tough work. But now came the most satisfying part. Delivering the dramatic denouement.
Let's review the facts. 1. Not only do you love your binoculars, you've come to depend on them for bird watching, greyhound watching, basically anything far away watching.
That's true.
I immediately sensed the two optical devices, your binoculars and glasses, were incompatible. Thus, to use one, you had to remove the other.
Fascinating.
Fact 2. Yesterday, you changed your hairstyle.
I did.
Though fun, it was also impractical. And so tall that it could easily conceal a small object.
I see where this is going.
Please, don't interrupt. After much research, deliberation, and debate, I've concluded there is only one place the missing glasses could be. They've been on your head the whole time.
Oh, so they are. Right there on top of my head.
Oh, for the love of...
Incredible! What a talent!
They're always in the last place you look, aren't they?
A master detective in the making.
What would we have done without you?
Gail, don't forget to pay the girl.
Oh, of course, silly me. You must be rewarded generously for all your hard work. Now don't spend it all in one place.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Well, that was a disappointment. I apparently missed 2 choosiness. Interesting that I have somehow missed 2 choices already. So it says select, but I can't select anything in that page. I guess I... Oh. Where is it? I was going to say, it lit up. It's on here somewhere. Always run to the edges. You never know what you will find on the edges.
Are you ready, Keith?
Wow, what an amazing detective.
Glasses on her head. Who could have guessed? Oh, you heard.
Whatever would we do without Master Investigator Jenny LeClue?
I thought it was pretty cool, Jenny.
And a whole nickel! You must be so excited.
Yeah, that's more than her mom makes in a month.
Come on, guys. Let's all just... Hey, Jenny, my grandma called. She wants her sweater back.
Oh, how wonderful it was to joke around with friends.
I've had enough of this.
Oh dear. I don't know what I want to pick here. Eeny, miny, mo, catch tiger by the toe. If he follows them, go eeny, miny, mo.
Over application of makeup. Hair drawn over face. Wear sunglasses even at night. You're trying to distract from something. A lazy eye, perhaps?
What? No! How do you... Shut up, Jenny! You don't know anything!
Wow, Jenny. That was cruel.
Who even says something like that?
Aw, don't cry, Veronica.
She's just a weirdo nobody!
Jenny, let who?
And the case of the missing friends!
Yeah. Good one, Veronica. Come on. Let's get you home. Are you coming, Susie?
Thanks for the coffee, Keith. And the extra sugar.
Of course. It's...
Nothing special at all, and the same thing he does for everyone? Oh, okay. See you around, Keith. Well, that went well. Shall we?
Yeah. I've got no customers now anyway.
Not quite winning me over with this protagonist here, game.
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I'm so tired of these simple cases. How am I supposed to become a real detective if there are no real crimes to solve?
You help that old lady? Darn.
Thanks, Keith. But it was stupid, and everyone knew it. Including your girlfriend.
She's not my...
And you really mustn't let them treat you like that. You should stick up for yourself.
They don't mean anything.
Sometimes you just gotta speak up and say how you feel.
Well,
You can't just let people walk all over you, Keith.
Okay.
It doesn't matter anyway. Nothing's gonna change. Not in this ghost town.
It's not so bad.
Don't you ever wonder what it would be like to live somewhere else?
Oh, not really.
Who am I kidding? There is nowhere else. Not for miles.
Where are you getting these rocks from?
Shucks.
I see practice is going well. Is your dad still pressuring you to play?
Well...
Come on, Keith. You hate basketball. And tough love, but you're the worst player on the team.
Not the worst.
Well, on the bench anyway. Why don't you just tell him you don't want to play anymore?
It's the Strasberry tradition.
That's my point, Keith. This whole town is dead, stuck in the past. Everyone is just doing what they're told without questioning why. Where's the ambition, the sense of adventure?
Are we still talking about basketball? How's your mom?
She seems distracted. Normally, she's so focused on her job. I mean, it's understandable. It's been almost a year since... And now she's planning to go away for the weekend. And she still won't tell me why.
Yeah?
She was definitely acting weird earlier.
Maybe she's lonely?
You know what? You're right.
I am?
She shouldn't be alone right now. Actually, your dad told me they were meeting in the library. We're going to need supplies. 2 of Mr. Bean's finest, please. To go, of course. Here is my payment in full.
That's a nickel.
Put the rest on my tab? Thanks for the pep talk, Keith. You always know what to say to make me feel better.
Last stone. You want it?
You take it. You need to practice.
Here goes nothing. Three-pointer!
Nice one, Keith. Maybe your luck's finally changing.
Keith was an excellent listener. Or maybe he just didn't speak much. Either way, Jenny really enjoyed their little talks. He was the only person who really seemed to understand her. Jenny biked briskly towards the library back on campus to surprise her mother. Nothing exciting ever happens here, she grumbled, unaware of the great adventure that lay in store just around the corner.
Just around the river bend. Okay. Wasn't very clear. I had control there. Go figure. I don't think I missed one, but double checking. Okay.
Gerald Stroudsbury. Cornelius Stroudsbury. It's a wall of Stroudsburys.
The Stroudsbury lineage stretched back to the very founding of the university.
That explains the head shape.
Dean Stroudsbury at Gumboldt for over 150 years.
There won't be for much longer. The dean's retiring, and the only Stroudsbury left is Keith. And he's not exactly the academic type.
What's with the giant crystal?
No one on duty. A book thief's paradise. There's a note on the desk.
It's not allowed in the library due to past incidents. Yeah, let me grab the sticker. Dean Stroudsbury.
That was weird. Hello? Mom? Mr. Stroudsbury? Anybody?
Jenny's words echoed through the library.
Something's not right here.
A mystery was unfolding.
Whatever it is, I'll get to the bottom of it.
Too quiet. That just going to be there the entire time?
Les Stroudsbury, Gumboldt's 21st and jolliest dean, smiled down at Jenny.
Looking a bit wonky today, Mr. Stroudsbury.
A pair of wires ran down the wall and disappeared behind the painting.
It's too high to reach. What are you hiding back there? The chandeliers that adorn this library are made from rare Arthurtonian quartz, kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation.
The Glatz family was one of the oldest in town. They were the first to mine the valuable quartz deposits beneath Arthurton, and as such, they became incomparably wealthy.
And they sure like to let everyone know it.
Oh yeah, quartz chandeliers. That doesn't seem dangerous at all. Jesus, these things are everywhere.
Laddertron 5000, the pinnacle of remote ladder and bookcase technology. Kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation. Whoa! Dangerous!
The newly installed ladder system was prone to malfunction.
Should have kept the old wooden ladders. They never tried to electrocute me. I need to find a way to turn the power off.
Jenny gazed at the technological marvel of Laddertron 5000.
Seems pointless. It's not hard to move a ladder. Sometimes it feels like some unknown force is just trying to slow me down.
Curse you. I've almost got it. Ta-da!
Jenny was notorious for climbing book carts.
It's the only way to reach the highest shelves. In fact, this could be useful.
But something else had caught her eye.
This table's a complete mess. Who would leave it like this?
Our
Illegible
crazy
scribbles,
friend.
Intricate diagrams of giant machines. A worn copy of Aliens in Arthurton.
Jenny knew only one person could have been sitting here.
CJ. It's odd, though. He usually hides everything when he's finished. What's this?
A tattered piece of paper with a series of seemingly unrelated notes.
Yoink.
UFOs, shadow men, experiments on corpses.
It seemed that CJ was unraveling a mystery of his own.
Wait, there's something on the other side. Wow, a color map of Arthurton.
Jenny had never seen a town map with this level of detail before.
Can't believe CJ left this behind. That's so unlike him. He'd be terrified if anyone else found it. I'll keep it safe until I see him again.
I can't seem to select anything. Okay, that's...
No secrets between friends, Mr. Strasberry.
Jenny stood on her tiptoes and delicately removed the priceless painting from the wall.
Oops. Aha! Precisely what I was hoping to find.
It was?
Let's see. Lights, bookcases, ladders. I'll cut the power and continue my investigation.
But Jenny knew better than to play with electricity, so she left it alone.
It's a simple switch. Perfectly safe.
The eerie silence unnerved our tiny hero. But even worse was the dark. Jenny had always been terrified of the dark.
Just breathe. A great detective never succumbs to fear. Looks like that did the trick.
I wonder what the other way would have been. Considered finding an... Considered, so it sounds like we would have done that anyway.
Jenny stopped in her tracks. The sign clearly read, "Wet floor, caution." Her path was blocked.
You're kidding me, right?
Trampling muddy feet over a perfectly clean floor? She was a maverick, not a monster.
Fine. Okay, that's move for me, not move the ladder. Okay. Who designed this place?
Rare books. Our most precious collections reside in this temperature-controlled room. Kindly donated by the Glatz Foundation. Yeah, we know. There's something on that shelf, but I can't reach it.
Are you serious?
The fallen remains of a bookcase blocked Jenny's path.
It looks like a bomb went off in here. It's too precarious to climb over. It's locked.
Of course
problem.
it is.
I'll just pick it.
Jenny was skilled with a lockpick, having watched her mother demonstrate the process countless times. But that was just for fun at home. This was the real world. You couldn't just go around picking other people's locks. That was a crime.
A great detective knows when to bend the rules. And the paperclip she has in her pocket. Mom always says, lockpicking is a subtle art. Move slowly and search for the sweet spot.
There we go.
Bingo.
It must have been a rush of blood that caused Jenny to act so irrationally. Regardless, she had picked the lock and felt strangely exhilarated. What treasures lay behind the door?
Yeah.
It's empty. Still, lead book card could be useful.
As I thought. Okay, climb please.
Something's blocking the ladder. There's something stuck in the track. Ipsa, scientia, potestas, est. It's the Dean's ring. No wonder the ladders were malfunctioning. The ring must have caused a short circuit.
Oh dear.
I'll keep hold of this and return it to the Dean when I see him next.
Whoa!
An empty library, a fallen bookcase, and now a broken balcony?
This mystery has all the hallmarks of foul play. They say words can't hurt you. In this case, I'd be inclined to disagree. Solid iron and oak, torn apart like a piece of bread. It would have taken some serious force to do this. Something bad happened here.
You think?
This is feeling more and more like a crime scene.
And then Jenny saw it. Covered in a ripped curtain and surrounded by broken glass.
It is a crime scene!
Yep, that's what I figured. Am I almost done with that postcard? I am. One more piece. Hehehehe.
You never forget the first time you see a dead body. It harrows the mind, terrifies the soul, scars you to your very core.
A dead body? No way! This is amazing!
Who lay under that curtain? Who had breathed their last breath? Who had shuffled off this mortal coil to meet their maker?
I have a
It could
good
be anyone.
idea.
I mean, it could be an escaped lunatic from the asylum. Or an axe-wielding maniac on the run from the cops. It could be...
It could be...
Dean Strasberry?
Mom? Oh no. Please, no.
No, you never forget the first time you see a dead body.
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second. We have collectibles to find.
Jenny knew it was wrong to disturb the crime scene.
But I have to know who's under here.
Slowly, she drew back the heavy cloth.
Please don't be my mom. Please don't be my mom.
Oh, Jesus!
Thank God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Poor Mr. Strasberry. What happened to you?
Was this a terrible accident? Or worse?
Murder!
Her stomach churned. Seeing the Dean's lifeless face, his contorted frame, Jenny felt the urge to run, to get as far away from this horrific sight as possible. Jenny had longed for an adventure, for a real case to solve.
I didn't expect it to be like this.
She gathered herself, took a deep breath, and began to search for clues.
He looks like he's been dead for weeks. His skin is pale and colorless. And there's a strange mark on his neck.
Looks like his neck's been snapped. Jesus.
The Dean's hand was clamped shut around a small object.
That's strange. Rigor mortis usually takes hours to set in. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do, Mr. Strasberry, but this could be a vital clue. Mom's ID card? But that means...
Julie LeClue had definitely been here.
she could be the last person to have seen him alive.
She could be the killer.
Impossible. My mother's a forensic expert. She'd never leave such incriminating evidence behind.
But even the smartest criminals made mistakes. Jenny couldn't deny this looked bad for her mum.
If anyone else sees this, they'll jump to conclusions. They'll think my mom's a murderer. Unless...
A peculiar thought crossed Jenny's mind.
Unless... there's nothing to find.
Removing evidence from a crime scene was highly unethical.
So is planting evidence to frame an innocent person.
She had no proof of that.
I have to do something.
Ugh, choices. I am going to leave
Mom
it.
would kill me if she thought I tampered with evidence. Besides, she's innocent. The truth will come out.
Can we look around for all of this shit? Okay. Back to the... Dear Lord. Clue finding.
It's a book about predicting the future.
Clairvoyant.
I suppose it didn't belong to Mr. Strasberry then. It's smashed, most likely from the fall. The hand stopped at 3:57 p.m. That gives me a potential time of death.
If Jenny had arrived just a few minutes earlier...
I I might have been able to save him.
The Dean's planner lay open on today's date.
Perhaps I can retrace his steps and create a timeline of events. Meet JL. Could that be Mom? Where's Widow's Drop? I've never heard of it.
Tell the truth.
Looks like he completed all his chores for the day. I already knew the Dean was meeting Mom here. So where is she now? Looks like he canceled his meetings on Friday and rearranged lunch with Keith. Oh, poor Keith.
Jenny didn't know how she would break the news to him.
But I should be the one to tell him. Gossip spreads like wildfire in Arthurton. He sure was working hard on that speech. I'm sad he won't get to deliver it.
Too bad.
A book about
Taylor heads.
What are the odds that this was an accident?
Puns.
The Hawk and the Weasel and other bedtime stories. It could be important. Then again, it could have just joined the Dean for the ride.
Probably the latter.
There are bits of glass and metal debris everywhere. He has burn marks on his hand. I think that's all the evidence I'm going to find here.
She took one last look at the Dean's lifeless body.
I'm sorry, Mr. Strasberry. I promise I'll get to the bottom of this.
Jenny knew she should leave and call the police. But how often did a case like this come along?
Never. There's more to this than meets the eye. Some of this evidence must be connected.
So she opened her journal to join the dots.
What was the apparent cause of death?
Oh, come on.
It looks like the Dean was thrown from the balcony when he reached down to pick up his ring, which was stuck in the electrified ladder track. He grabbed the curtain, but it didn't slow him down. He landed on a bed of metal and glass debris. What is unusual about the Dean's death? The Dean has a strange mark on his neck. All the skin around his face is gray and gaunt. I've never seen anything like it before. He's holding my mom's ID card, which makes her the prime suspect. But why would she, or anyone, want to kill Dean Strasberry?
Diligent detective.
Jenny suspected foul play, but what was the motive? Had she missed something?
The watch! The Dean's watch stopped at 3:57 p.m. When I came into the library, the clock tower rang 4 times. The library only has one exit, and I haven't seen anyone but the Dean since I got here.
Which meant if the Dean was murdered...
The killer must still be here.
Okay, bye.
He's getting away!
Or it could have meant they snuck out when you turned out the lights.
Jenny could hear police sirens in the distance.
Someone must have tipped them off. I'll catch the murderer and keep him busy until the cops arrive.
Chasing after murderers was hardly the job of a little girl.
Hey, you! Stop!
Despite surviving her fall without so much as a broken bone, Jenny couldn't help but feel she had failed. As the sirens grew louder, she knew it would only be a matter of time before the sheriff arrived. And then she'd have to explain why she hadn't called for help. But the worst feeling of all was that she had let the killer escape. As she drifted slowly into unconsciousness, Jenny heard a familiar voice. Concerned, gentle, soothing.
Jenny? Oh, Jenny, what have you done?
Mom?
Freeze! You're under arrest!
It begins.
What have I done?
You spilled your
I
tea.
killed him! This is all wrong. Murder in Arthurton? This is not an appropriate story for Jenny LeClue. Poor Dean Stroudsbury. What was I thinking? I've gone too far. Perhaps I should take a break. Come on, Rufus. Let's go for a walk. Clear our heads and work off some of this jam.
Pick it up. I see it. Thank you. Oh, but I was not done yet. Oh well. Murder.
Why were you there?
I told you I was looking for Mom.
Why?
We were going to grade papers. When do I get to see her?
Did you disturb the crime scene?
He could have been injured. I was just trying to help. I want to speak to my mom.
How very surreal.
Keith! Please, look at me. Keith, wait!
Oh, damn.
What a horrible nightmare. Dean Stroudsbury was dead. My mom was in jail. Keith told me he never wanted to see me again. And worst of all, I was surrounded by an evil army of giant teddy bears.
Unfortunately, it was all true, including the teddy bears.
My eyes! There's something wrong with them. Everything's pink.
But her eyes were fine. It was the room that was pink. Pink cuddly toys. Pink furniture. Pink clothes. And a hand-drawn homage to teenage heartthrob Pelvis Cressley. Covered in pink hearts.
Pelvis?
Everything a teenage girl could dream of.
It looks like a marshmallow exploded.
It was at this point Jenny remembered where she was.
I shouldn't be here. What happened? And what is that terrible music? I can't think straight with that racket playing. These aren't my clothes. And where's my journal?
That wasn't the only thing missing.
The Dean's ring. It was in my pocket.
So yeah, I can't access the journal. I can still access the magnifying glass, so... Oh no. This is the residence of the rich people, isn't it?
You're the fan that I love.
Ah yes, the eagerly awaited follow-up to the smash hit. Even though I'm a big star and you're just a fan, perhaps someday we could be together.
Ugh, who buys this crap?
Oh, you know? That mirror looks like this label.
Huh? Hushed whispers in the hallway? I should investigate. It's locked from the outside. Who would trap a child in this nightmarish hellscape?
Jenny peeped through the tiny keyhole. As her eyes adjusted to the light, she recognized the substantial frame of Winston LeClue, Arthurton's long-standing sheriff, and Jenny's...
Granddad!
Jenny's relationship with her grandfather was contentious, to say the least. He was a stern and humorless man who placed honor, tradition, and the law above all else.
Sometimes even family.
But what was he doing here?
And who is he talking to?
Yep, the Glatzes.
Florence and Richard Glatz were the wealthiest couple in town, and hugely influential. Their company, Glatz Mining and Supply Corps, was the oldest in Arthurton.
That was
While
strange.
Richard may have been the head of the business, everyone knew that Florence wore the pants. Exceptionally charming and generous, she always had a smile on her face.
Which is why I don't trust her one bit.
Being careful not to make a sound, Jenny leaned in and listened.
With everything going on, I don't have time to watch her.
It's no trouble at all, really, Winston. She can stay for as long as she likes. The girls are great friends. I only hope she feels better soon. That was quite the scene she made at the funeral.
She should have left the boy alone.
Really, Winston, this whole situation must be unbearably traumatic for the poor girl. Her mother in jail, and what she saw in the library. One shudders at the thought. And all this barely a year after what happened to Henry.
She'll be fine. Just keep an eye on her. She can be a real handful.
Oh, don't worry. I've planned everything. Pony rides, afternoon tea, and tomorrow we're going dress shopping. Oh, that reminds me. I have something for you.
Dress shopping? First they locked me up, now they want to torture me? I need to get out of here. Fast.
But her curiosity was piqued. She had to know what Mrs. Glatz had gone to fetch, and so she waited. When Thaladius T. Pumberbitten discovered the first quartz seam lining the Great Mountains, little did he know the impact it would have on the future of the town.
Little did he know the Glatz family would muscle in and take over the whole operation.
Nowadays, it was hard to go anywhere in town without seeing something made from it. The duty of sheriff had been Winston's birthright, passed from father to son for generations. Of course, that tradition would now end with him, but he preferred not to think about that.
I'm pretty sure that's not how that works.
Nathaniel Glatz stared disapprovingly back at Jenny.
Creepy old man.
Actually, this was the man who saved Arthurton. When the quartz mines began to run dry, it was his research into the unique properties of the crystals that secured the future prosperity of the town and the company.
What?
Huh? Where did he go?
Winston, what are you doing down there?
Thought I heard something.
Really? A man of your age spying on teenage girls? I've told you already, she won't be going anywhere.
It was probably just Jenny's imagination, but those words felt oddly...
sinister.
Here.
Why does Mrs. Glatz have official police documents?
Satisfied?
How is Julie?
She's in the safest place, behind bars.
Surely they don't believe she's guilty.
I don't envy you, Winston. It must be hard to stay impartial. If the poor dear would just confess, it would make things much easier.
I have everything under control.
Of course you do, dear. No one doubts your loyalty to Arthurton. We must continue to look out for each other, now more than ever.
Sheriff, are you receiving?
Go ahead.
It's the LeClue house, sir. We found something.
I'll be right there. Over.
It sounds like you've got important things to take care of.
Yes. Well, good night, Florence.
Good night, Winston.
Don't let her out of your sight. She is a LeClue, after all.
I'm sure we'll manage.
Jenny couldn't believe what she'd just heard.
Everyone thinks my mom's a murderer.
Thankfully, her mother's fate was in safe hands. The fine people of the Atherton Police Department.
Oh, God. She's gonna rot in jail.
Jenny could leave the case to them and enjoy a fun week of pony rides and shopping sprees.
No.
No?
Mom always says a great detective leaves nothing to chance. I have to do something.
But she was just a kid. What could she possibly do?
This is my chance. The case of a lifetime. My mom needs me, and I won't let her down. I'm gonna find my stuff and get out of here.
And just like that, a great adventure began.
So is the arguing actually, like, in the narrative?
I don't have my detective gear to pick the lock. Besides, I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz.
Oh, that's creepy.
I love you. I love you. You're my best friend.
You scared the life out of me, pig.
You're special. You're special.
What else do you say?
Let's be friends. Let's be friends.
You still have more, apparently.
I love you. I love you.
Looks like it does just repeat,
The
so...
sun was setting behind the great mountains of Atherton, cradling the town in a warm red embrace.
I slept the whole day away? I have to get out of here and make up for lost time. Seriously, who has windows this big?
Below, Lake Nowhere stretched out as far as the eye could see. In the distance, Jenny could just make out the great lighthouse on Skull Island.
It's foggy out there tonight. Best in show, horse ballet. First prize, advanced table etiquette. There's one here for best smile. Seriously? All the dangly bits are swaying. Strange. It's not windy in here. There's a track in the ceiling panel around the chandelier. It looks like it can move.
On the other side of the lake, beyond the Forgotten Forest, sat a more modest house. No fancy windows or crystal chandeliers, just a small wooden frame in need of painting.
Home.
Okay, let's see what this says. After I grab this. Okay. Should have been a touching farewell to a beloved member of the community was tarnished by a poorly timed act of protest yesterday at Mother of Mercy Church. An emotionally unstable child was witnessed shouting at members of the congregation, causing damage to property and even desecrating the corpse. After a long chase, the girl collapsed and was carried from the premise? What the fuck? Hundreds gathered to pay their respects to the late Leslie Strasberry, the long-standing and beloved dean of Gumboldt University, who was murdered in cold blood by a member of his own faculty. The community was devastated last Thursday when Mr. Strasberry was found dead in the school library after apparently being pushed from a third-story balcony. The murder was the first the town has had. The murder was the first the town had seen in decades. Dean Strasberry is survived by his son, Keith Strasberry. After anonymous tip, Sheriff Winston LeClue arrived first on the scene and found a woman covered in the dean's blood. Evidence has linked her to the murder. She didn't look like she was covered in blood when she talked to us. Though a motive for the killing has not been established, the woman has been identified as Julie LeClue, professor of criminology and daughter-in-law to Sheriff Winston LeClue. She remains in custody at this time. The police continue their investigation.
I don't remember any of this. I bet that kid's in a lot of trouble.
I'm pretty sure that was you, unfortunately.
Pushed from the balcony? That's not what happened. And no mention of electrocution. Mom wasn't covered in blood. That's a lie.
Jenny thought of her poor mother, locked away in a jail cell for a crime she didn't commit.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll prove you didn't do it as soon as I get out of here. Either this is shoddy reporting, or someone is trying to cover up what really happened. My mom's still in jail, so the police must not think this was an accident.
And if it wasn't an accident, then...
The real killer is still out there. I've never seen so many clothes. Maybe mine are in here somewhere. Well, my clothes definitely aren't here. They'd be easy to spot amongst all the sequins and ribbons.
Okay. I think I've got that pattern memorized. Sticker! I hope I didn't miss that last piece of that postcard. Hopefully that's still somewhere in our future. Alright, let's mess with the mirror.
A heart-shaped mirror for the lady who loves herself. Ouch! That's hot!
Okay, apparently not the bulbs directly.
I'm not touching it. I'll burn myself.
I might have to quickly look at that record again. Pretty sure it was supposed to be 2 in between each of them. Oh, no, it is 3 on the left. Okay, so I do have it right. Let me first double check for any other gallery items. Does not look like it.
This family's disposable income is outrageous. I always knew they were hiding something. I bet there are all kinds of horrific secrets lurking up there.
No, it's probably just storage.
Oh, it's just a dusty old attic.
Told ya.
Dozens of old boxes covered in dust and cobwebs, filled with toys, school projects, and old trophies.
attics, where dreams go to die.
Light switch, maybe? Thank you.
Oh, hello, spooky bear. Feels like he's watching me.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Everything in here is covered in dust, except this bear. And there's light coming from behind him. What are you hiding, spooky bear?
Okay, I guess we will go climb the boxes first, then.
Aha! A way out of here. Locked. But
Of
where
course.
is the lock?
Alright, let's move the bear now. It's a giant teddy bear.
A giant teddy bear. What an end that would have been. Just as I suspected, a hidden staircase.
Where is it? Postcard? Nope. The fuck?
Jenny was no stranger to the labs at Gumboldt, but she'd never seen anything quite like this. Certainly not inside someone's house.
Hey! What are you doing up here?
Oh my god, it's Susie Dexter.
Not again! Susie?
Loved by all, kind to a fault, Jenny's cousin was also the most popular girl in town.
Cousin?
Oh, hi, Jenny. You should be in bed resting. What are you doing up here?
I should ask you the same question. What is all this equipment? And why is there a secret elevator running from your room to the attic?
Oh, you must mean my collection of teddy bears.
I see. My apologies, then. But tell me one thing, Susan. Why is that teddy bear wearing a welding helmet?
Well, there's a simple explanation for that. They're just too
Go
many
say
to fit in
you
my
are
bedroom.
not.
You're sweating like a freshman at prom, Susan. Now answer the question. What are you really doing up here?
It's not what you think. This is where teddy bears. I have vintage bears, new bears, rare collectible bears.
Enough! Stop avoiding the question. You don't need to hide anything. You can be honest with me.
I can't. You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
She seems like she would
Susie's
be the
secret was
most
kind
who
took
would
to the grave,
understand.
a shameful, dark secret. A secret so shocking she feared she would lose everything. Her friends would abandon her. Her family would disown her.
She's
She'd
a
never find true
nerd.
love.
Oh God, I'm going to die alone.
Ugh. You can't tell anyone. You have to promise me. Fine, just stop whimpering like a lost puppy. You're embarrassing yourself.
Here goes nothing.
This is my secret laboratory.
Yes, we figured that much out.
Where I design and test my inventions. Your laboratory, where you invent things.
Yes.
You, a cheerleading, horse-riding, dress-wearing debutante.
Yes.
I want to believe you, Susie, but you know how crazy that sounds.
That's why you can't tell anyone. If people found out, I'd lose everything.
Could it be true? Was Susie Glax, in fact, a secret nerd genius? Was she really leading a double life?
There's only one way to find out. Susan Quincy Glatz, I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions.
But we don't have our notebook. Is that a no, that's not a sticker. Really? No gallery items? Pumpkins on her dress.
A Gumboldt pin. The Dean was wearing one the day he died.
Could Susie have played a part in the Dean's death?
No!
All of Jenny's instincts told her it wasn't possible, but she needed to know for sure.
You smell nice. What perfume is that?
Oh, thanks. It's called Innocent.
I remember you were wearing it last Thursday at the lake.
I was.
What did you do that day, after you left?
Peggy and I took Veronica home. She was really upset.
And you were there all afternoon?
Yes. Why?
How close is Veronica's house to the library?
I don't understand. Why do you want to know all this?
I need to rule you out as a suspect.
Suspect? Why would I be a suspect?
You're certainly very good at keeping secrets.
I didn't do anything. Just ask Peggy or Veronica.
I don't know why you're friends with them. They are terrible character witnesses.
First Veronica, then Keith, and now me. I never thought I'd say this, but sometimes you can be a real jerk.
What were you saying about Keith?
Well, you didn't exactly make things easier for him, did you?
Are we ever going to find out what the heck
you?
happened? Or maybe we are now.
I suppose it wasn't that bad.
What do you mean?
After you interrupted the Reverend's eulogy, and after Keith asked you to stop, you tripped and knocked over the Dean's casket, and I guess they hadn't secured the lid properly, because he rolled right out, to horrified gasps, as you collapsed and fell into his open grave. And that's why everyone's so worried about you.
It all came flooding back. She had tried to defend her mum and repair her relationship with Keith. Instead, she had ruined everything. Jenny had lost her best friend.
Oops.
You should talk to Keith. I'm sure he'll forgive you.
It's not that simple. He thinks my mom killed his dad.
She felt the distance between them grow with every passing minute. How could she face him without answers?
I have to find the Dean's real killer.
Is that a welding torch? Apparently so.
Pink bows, fluffy bears, stylish clothes. She can't possibly be a scientist. Do you really expect me to believe that you aren't obsessed with boy bands and the color pink? Brain or bimbo? Which one is it?
I am a scientist. But I also believe in the importance of good skincare and the power of matching accessories.
You sound ridiculous.
Susie couldn't be pretty, popular, and smart. That was just greedy. Seeing textbooks strewn about the floor reminded Jenny of something.
My journal! I need to get my stuff back. Where are my clothes?
Oh, Gerald took them.
Who the hell is Gerald?
Our butler.
Of course you have a butler.
He's taken them to be cleaned and pressed. They'll be ready in a few days.
Well, I need them. Now.
I've got a dress that would be perfect for you. It's got purple bows, and the sequins will really bring out the color of your eyes.
No, thank you. I'd rather be burned to death. No one's gonna take me seriously in a purple ball gown. And where's my other stuff? Don't tell me Gerald's got my journal. It's irreplaceable.
Like I'd let that nosy old fool see your diary.
It's not a diary. It's my case notes.
Right, of course. A girl's gotta have a place to keep her secrets. I put all your stuff in the lockbox under my pillows.
Are you kidding me? No wonder my head hurts.
Jenny needed to recover her journal and the Dean's ring, but she wasn't quite finished with Susie.
Was this?
All this stuff looks authentic, but that doesn't mean it belongs to Susie. If this is really your lab, what does that thing do?
That's Tim. He's a thermal imaging machine. He uses reflected thermographic projections to infer depth-related topography in subsurface bodies.
Come again?
He lets you see inside stuff.
Well, what about that thing?
That's Judicate, a gamma-ray induction polygraph.
And that?
Hydraulically propelled telemetric manipulator.
And this?
A coffee pot.
That's a tea set. What? I like to drink tea.
How did you get all this stuff up here anyway? And without being seen?
You'd be surprised how much you can hide on a giant stuffed teddy bear.
I know what's going on here. You've stolen all this stuff. And you're planning to sell it all to buy more fluffy cushions or pink horses or something.
I didn't steal anything. Some of the parts are from my father's factory. The rest I bought with my allowance.
That's some allowance. If you didn't steal it, why are you worried about people finding out?
I'm head cheerleader. I'm captain of the equestrian team. If the other girls knew about this, they'd laugh me all the way to the back of the cafeteria.
Why do you care what they think?
It's not just them. If my parents found out about my lab, they'd kill me.
Why? Don't they want you to be a scientist?
I think they'd like me to marry a scientist. Dad says science is a man's job. Girls are supposed to bake pies and become prom queen.
Everyone in Arthurton is stuck in the past.
If anyone else showed him the things I've created, he'd call them a genius and make them his lead scientist.
So tell him. Prove him wrong.
I just can't. You have to keep my secret. I'm begging you, Jenny.
Poor Susie. All of her secrets laid bare. Jenny couldn't help but feel
disgusted.
Maybe there was more to Susie than she had first presumed. Jenny was confident that Susie wasn't involved in the Dean's murder. She wasn't evil.
Just insufferable. All right, I'm gonna grab my stuff and get out of here.
Oh, while you're wandering around, can you find some parts for me? I need a battery and a transistor to finish this device.
What? No!
I did something for you.
It was true. Susie had kept Jenny's journal safe. And the Dean's ring. She'd even revealed her darkest secret to Jenny.
Fine. Enough already. What's a transistor?
Oh, it's an electronic voltage regulator that...
Just tell me what it looks like.
It's a tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs. If you can't find one in my bedroom, there are some old boxes in the attic.
Yeah. Transistor and battery. Got it.
Go, Jenny!
I've got to get out of here.
Alright. Postcard? Sticker.
Bunch
Oh,
of
there
old
we
science
go.
fair projects.
They had all been submitted by Anonymous, and they'd all won first prize.
These awards should be hanging on the walls downstairs.
It was sad to see all these marvelous accomplishments hidden away in the attic. Susie wanted so badly to please her parents, to live up to their expectations of what a Glatz girl should be. She never even told them she'd entered the science fairs.
A tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs. Looks like a transistor to me. Now, where can I find a battery?
I have the perfect sacrifice for that. I don't want stickers, I want postcard.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pig, but I need your batteries. I love you. I love you. This will only hurt for a second.
Oopsie.
You're my best friend.
Thank you, Pig, for donating your body to science. That's Susie's stuff taken care of, but I still haven't found my own. She said it was under the pillow in her bed. Let's see. Stars, lips, hearts, and beakers. What would a girl like Susie use as a password?
Oh no. Is it all beakers? Yep.
Of course it was the beakers. Clever. My stuff!
Jenny hid the ring in her pocket and flipped through the pages of her journal.
No obvious signs of tampering. At least Susie knows how to mind her own business. I'll give her the battery and transistor, and then I'll find a way out of this place.
We got our journal. Nope. Our map that does nothing. Politician. You know, I wonder if those other two are for avoiding helping Mom. So many things with Susie. I'm still missing that last piece of postcard. It's bugging the hell out of me. But anyway, let's take a quick peek in the gallery, how full that is now. Dean's dead body. Anyway. That is where we will call it for the evening. Hopefully I do not miss Tuesday this time. I had some things come up that kept me from streaming, but as far as I know, I am free, so I will hopefully be back Tuesday with some more of this.